Have you ever wondered how Toyota achieved its huge success like today? One key element is an unwavering commitment to continuous improvement. Through the implementation of Kaizen, Toyota has established rigorous quality control system. So, what exactly is Kaizen?
So Kaizen is a Japanese term meaning continuous improvement, involves ongoing and incremental enhancement across all organizational levels, from top management to frontline workers. It focuses on small and daily improvements that collectively lead to significant advancement in productivity, efficiency, and quality, according to IMAI. So Kaizen originally in Japan post World War II, influenced by American quality management experts like William Edwards Deming and Joseph Montezurán. Masaki Imai popularized it globally with his 1986 book, highlighting its role in Japan's economic recovery and industrial success. So Kaizen fosters a culture of continuous improvement, essential for maintaining high quality standards. It emphasizes waste reduction, process efficiency, and employee engagement, leading to higher job satisfaction and motivation, according to science from 2015. Continuous improvement helps organizations adapt to changing environments and maintaining a competitive edge. So main applications of Kaizen is widely used in automotive industry, notably by Toyota, to optimize production process and improve product quality, according to IMAI, and is also adopted to improvement patient care, streamline operations, and reduce errors, leading to better service quality and patient outcomes. And it also enhances the customer satisfaction by refining service delivery process and reducing response time. Government agencies also use Kaizen to improve public service and operational efficiency, according to Suresh Baraza.
Here are some key principles and the basic concept behind Kaizen. So, the first one is continuous improvement. The core concept of Kaizen is continuous improvement is focused that there is always room for improvement, according to IMAI, and is involved making small incremental changes to processes and systems for long-term success and sustainability. For example, a company or a business might implement a daily routine where employees discuss potential improvements to their workflow and suggest small changes to enhance productivity. The second one is customer focus, because then emphasizes understanding and meeting customer needs to ensure the product and the services align with customer expectation. And for example, like a company will conduct a regular customer survey to gather feedback and identify areas for improvement in their product or services. The third one is Gemba. It means that real place. And the managers are encouraged to visit the place where the work happens to gain the first-hand knowledge and insight into processes. For example, a manager might spend time on the factory floor observing the production process and talking to the workers or the employees to identify the bottlenecks and efficiencies. Next one is empowerment. Kaizen encourages the involvement and empowerment of all employees. It focuses on teamwork, the flow of teamwork, and everyone in the organization is encouraged to contribute ideas and take part in the improvement process. Empowering employees foster a culture of collaboration and innovation. For example, a company might establish suggestion boxes or hold a regular brainstorming sessions where employees can share their ideas to improve the processes and the products for the service. And the next one is elimination of waste. It's in the Muda. Kaizen focuses on identifying and eliminating waste in all forms, such as overproduction, waste in time, transportation, asset inventory, motion, a lot of things. And this is key to improving efficiency and productivity. For example, A logistics company might analyze its delivered routes to minimize unnecessary travel and reduce the fuel consumption. Next one is standardization. Kaizen emphasizes the importance of standardization in ensuring quality and consistency. Establishing standard processes is crucial for ensuring the consistency and the quality. So it helps in maintaining improvements and making them sustainable. By creating and following standard procedures, organization can reduce variability, enhance the reliability. So this will form the basis for continuous improvement and the employee empowerment. For example, a restaurant might develop a standard recipes and cooking procedures to ensure that every dish is prepared consistently and meets the quality standard. The next one is quality control, so the QC. So QC is a crucial management tool in Kaizen and has a strong interrelationship with Kaizen. Involve regular inspection, testing, and the feedback loops to ensure the product and the services meet the design standards. So now, let's find out how Kaizen works. So Kaizen works focusing on quality control, employment suggestion, and small daily improvements to make a significant improvement in the process as well as the whole organization. The first method is the cross-functional teams. So it means that teams from different departments work collaboratively on improvement initiative, foster innovation. For example, like a team from production department, the quality control, engineering, or marketing. They work together, streamlining the production process. Next one is plan, do, check, act. This means that PDCA circle you can see here. It's a continuous improvement framework involving planning, implementing, checking result, and action on finding to refine and sustain change. For example, like you can implement a new quality control process and make a necessary adjustment. Next one is root cause analysis, RCA. It identifies underlying causes of issues using techniques like the 5 ways and the fishbone diagram, Ishikawa. For example, you can use the 5 ways to investigate the frequent machine breakdowns and implementing the correct action. Next one is the value stream mapping, the VSM. Here is the value map with a visual tool to analyze and design the flow of material information, identifying waste and area for improvement. So by researching, we could use this process of applying Kaizen by Masaki Imai, involving a 5-step approach known as the 5S, or 5 steps, to describe how Kaizen works in general. The first one is series. This means that's short. In this step, we're going to eliminate an accessory item or organize the workspace. The second one is Satan. This means set in order. We can arrange the necessary item for easy access. The third one is Seesaw. This means that shine. Regularly clean the workplace and equipment. The next one is Seketsu, standardize. Creating uniform approaches to tasks and procedures. Then the last one is Sisukuse. It means maintain and review standard of continuous improvement. By combining the 5S process about and the general application of Kaizen, we redesign the process into a detailed version. The first step is identify a problem opportunity by the Gemba method. So you need to identify areas that needs improvement. The key here is to be observant and open-minded. Number 2, we analyze the current process by the value. Stream mapping methods. Once problem has been identified, the next step is to analyze the current process. This involves understanding how things are currently done and defining what's causing the problem. And number 3 is develop an optimal solution. We can use the cross-functional management. You need to develop an optimal solution. It involves brainstorming solution and selecting the most effective one. Number 4 is implementing solution. You can do the BDCA circle. This could involve making changes to a process, introducing new tools or technologies, or changing the way people work. The 5th step is study the result and adjust what doesn't work. You can use this RCA. This involves monitoring the result of the implementation and adjusting the solution as necessary. You may need to collect the data, conduct surveys, or use other methods to evaluate the effectiveness of the solution. The sixth step is standardize the solution. Once the solution has been optimized, the final step is to standardize this. This means making a regular part of how things are done, so it can be consistently applied in the future. And the last step is repeat for the next problem. The goal here is to create a culture of continuous improvement where everyone is always looking for ways to do things better. Now, let's find out the benefits and the limitation of Kaizen. So, Kaizen improves the productivity, so it's eliminating waste and efficiency, leading to improve the productivity and efficiency. So, small incremental changes can lead to significant improvements in productivity and quality. It can enhance the quality by continuously improvement process and involving all employees in the quality control. The Kaizen have maintained a high quality standard. And it's also promote total quality control at every stage. So the next one is can enhance employee engagement and empowerment. So it's encourage the involvement of all employees and improvement the process, fostering a sense of ownership and empowerment. It democratizes the improvement process, allowing employees as eligible to contribute ideas. The next one is cost reduction by eliminating waste, improve efficiency. It have reduced operational costs, and it can lead to a cost saving by streamlining processes and reduce waste. Next one is it will lead to a higher outcome of customer satisfaction. So it's ensure that customer needs are met, leading to a higher customer satisfaction. Understanding and meeting customer needs is fundamental to Kaizen. Besides the benefits, so here are some limitations when applying Kaizen. The first one is time consuming. When applying Kaizen, so it's because it involves continuous monitoring, evaluation, and incremental changes. Achieving measurable improvements can take several years. Number two is resistance to change. Employees and management may resist changes, especially if they are accustomed to existing processes and practices. Resistance to change is a common challenge in implementing Kaizen. And number three is require management commitment. Successful implementation of Kaizen requires strong commitment and support from the top managers with all the employees. So when you lack management support, this is the main reason for the failure of Kaizen initiative. And the number four is initial cost. When Kaizen aims to reduce costs in the long term, there may be initial costs associated with training, the process changes, and new tools or technologies. And number five is the cultural challenges. When applying Kaizen in organization with different cultural contexts may be challenging because it requires a shift in the mindset and organizational culture. Fostering a culture of continuous improvement is essential for Kaizen to be successful in the future.
Compare Kaizen with other techniques, we have Kaizen versus Six Sigma. While Kaizen focuses on continuous small improvements with broad employee involvement, while Six Sigma implements a data-driven approach using the MAIC to reduce defects in specific processes. Kaizen means gradual changes. However, Six Sigma is required more of a specialized training or project-specific training. Additionally, Six Sigma is a more precise tool in problem solving, making significant defects reduction, and while Kaizen is more simple, engaging, and low cost, but it's time consuming. When comparing Kaizen with other tools like CPI, it's only a component in CPI because CPI combines various methods, including Kaizen, Six Sigma, and lean manufacturing to improve processes.
So here an example of Kaizen application, which is the Toyota Production System or TPS. Toyota has pioneered applying Kaizen through its Toyota Production System, which focuses on continuous improvement and waste reduction. This means that instead of starting immediately with a machine, you begin by perfecting the process, manually implementing Kaizen to eliminate waste or muda, inconsistency or mura and unreasonable requirements. also known as Muri, and make it possible for everyone to do the work. Then after that, error detection should be incorporated into the machine themselves. This gradual approach results in a production line that is efficient, cost-effective, adaptable, and reliable. The result of this is firstly waste reduction. Toyota Kaizen implementation has effectively minimized waste across its production processes. Research shows that TPS has significantly improved efficiency by streamlining operations and eliminating non-value adding activities, according to Krafkic in 1988. Secondly is the improvement of quality. The principle of quality as the source, a core element of Kaizen, has contributed to enhance products quality at Toyota. Studies highlight that this approach helps in reducing defects and improving overall product standards. Lastly is the employee engagement. Kaizen practices at Toyota encourage employee involvement in the improvement process, which has been shown to enhance worker morale and job satisfaction.
Moving to the Kaizen application in business, we'll now take on a closer look at Kaizen applicable industry. Most industry can benefit from Kaizen because it's cost efficient and effective. However, there are specific industry that can gain a lot of advantages when applying Kaizen. The ultimate objective of manufacturing today is to increase productivity through system simplification, organizational potential, and the incremental improvement by using modern technique like Kaizen. In health and fitness industry, Kaizen management technique increasingly employed in healthcare enables employees, regardless of the hierarchy level, to contribute to the improvement of the organization. Kaizen can also be applied in education and supply chain. Lean management approach together with one-day Kaizen workshop can help determine the root cause of the problem in the supply chain can appear inside the company. Therefore, if the company tries to achieve a lean supply chain, the first thing to accomplish is improve of its own processes. Next is the condition for an industry to apply Kaizen effectively. Well, to organize, maintain, and expand any continuous improvement system throughout the whole organization, the first essential element is managerial commitment to implementing organizational changes and facing new challenges. Second, company must organize work team in order to guide employees through quality tools, teamwork techniques, and other skills that would help them detect and solve problems. Finally, another important element is human resources training. They must be provided with necessary knowledge to actively participate in the continuous improvement system. This increases the confidence at work and helps the company face the new changes. So what are the strategies? What are the methods how we can implementing strategies? So we have made a table of implementation strategies that consider factors such as resources, time, and cost.
Here is the table. Feel free to pause the video to read the content of it.
Okay, and lastly, we have some recommendations for implementing Kaizen. Various studies have been conducted on small and medium-sized enterprise, which is SMEs. Contributing factors towards successful Kaizen implementation is being focused on large organizations. The strong management from them, the involvement and the adoption of Kaizen are critical factors in guaranteeing successful Kaizen implementation. In addition, the management in the company should also encourage and support. Moreover, have to make sure that your employees understand the history and philosophy of Kaizen, which is creating a corporate culture that consistently prioritizes improvement is essential to keeping your Kaizen initiatives moving forward. The consistency in applying Kaizen principles, successful factors is what's the way companies support their Kaizen implementation. Larger companies typically invest more in training than the SMEs. We support the mechanism to implement Kaizen activities in their organizations with the suggestion schemes and incentive system to guarantee that the principles of Kaizen are consistently applied throughout the organization. We define procedures and guidelines, offer continuing training, and periodically review and assess the progress. In conclusion, implementing Kaizen is an effective way to foster a culture of continuous improvement in an organization. Businesses can achieve long-term success and operational excellence by focusing on incremental changes involving employees at all levels and utilizing data-driven methods. Kaizen's success is based on its ability to create a dynamic and engaged workforce dedicated to continuous improvement. A proactive and creative organizational mindset is promoted by adopting Kaizen, which also boosts productivity and efficiency. In order for Kaizen to be really effective, it needs to be integrated into the organizational culture, backed by the leadership and constantly fostered through honest dialogue and frequent evaluation.